Once we get older, we learn that nothing is really new, only reinterpreted. Dial the clock backwards or forwards 100 years and teens are getting pregnant, the rich are despised, and the poor are miserable. There are only gradual changes, if any. Religions form while the old gods die, lines are drawn in the sand for the tides of war to wash them away so they can be redrawn. We like to cling to what we believe while we stagger to our graves, thinking we accomplished something. With knowledge comes sorrow, but it is better to be in the house of mourning than the house of mirth. Objectively, our purpose appears meaningless. All our money, all our fame, our big house and notable success will eventually be lost. We're only borrowing these things, and the sands of time will even bury the brightest star eventually. In our own lives, we are just another step in the cycle, a cog in the process that unknowingly began for a stretch of time before us and will continue and end in the same way as it began, somewhere beyond our own sunsets and unknowingly. Subjectively, we have comfortable feelings with which to wrap ourselves, and believe we can go beyond the harsh forces binding us to the universe. To what end do we toil? And what else is at the root of this question, if not love or death? Since we are forced into this demise, what should we do? We live out our lives on this planet, and one day we will move to another planet. That is when we will find ourselves in a chain of events, not different, but down the line of the same process we have always been following. The next step would be to move to another solar system, then to another arm of the galaxy, then another galaxy. If it is truly infinite, this universe, then we will keep moving until entropy reaches maximum. Then what? What would be the weight of our purpose if all the universe will one day outweigh our own gains in its last breath? However, this is not certain. Beyond a period of time from this point in space, any claim made at this hour is subject to speculation. It becomes weightless as an argument despite evidence, yet we cling to it all the same. With all our knowledge, we can only graduate opinions. I have no answer, only questions. To accomplish anything, as I see it at present, is to have it stand until I no longer can, or the accomplishment itself passes away after I have done the same. We wander in this life for a brief moment, on a large enough scale, our race presently young, and know nothing for all the information gained. Each perception stands on the precipice of reality, yet this is not unknown to many. Being mortal, I suppose, is the crux of the problem, but that is the death of my idea, the objectivity of the matter. But we are more than that. We have the capacity to do something that is greater than death, and that is to love. We find it in the strangest places, often when we aren't looking for it. But love is in all animals, the human perhaps to a more grand capacity. There are legends of love, our oldest stories are of love, and in our darkest desires or deepest nightmares, love can still reside. It goes beyond death in many ways, and without it, there may only be death. Consider a funeral and all the tears that follow. Without love, it would not have been possible. There would have been no reason to rise that morning, finding your family one member fewer and the heart one beat closer to your own end. Love is the darkest part of our lives, and still it thrives as a way to show us we can go beyond and rise above. To rise above death, and to fill our lives with that we see fit in our love. There will always be death, but more importantly, there will always be love. And to what end do we toil? Is our choice. Our choice to work to death, or to work to love.